Let's make some pumpkin talkari. To a hot pot, I'm going to add some oil, and I'm just going to give that oil a nice turn so that my entire pot is covered. Then I'm going to add some onions and pimentos to my pot and allow that to sweat for a little. Once my onions are soft, I then add in my pumpkin, the star of the show, and I'm going to give that a nice turn. And to that pot, I'm also adding some freshly chopped seasoning as well. And you want to make sure and cover your pumpkin in your seasoning so that every one of them is beautifully coated. To that, I'm also adding some salt and some sugar. And we're going to give that a nice mix, and then we're just going to cover this down with our pot cover for a little while to allow the pumpkin to cook. It will spring its own water. After about 10 minutes on a medium to low heat, this is what your pumpkin should look like, but some of my pumpkin was still a bit hard, so I began mashing it down with the back of my spoon to check it, and I am going to add just a little bit of water, less than a quarter cup, to help my pumpkin get softer much faster. You can opt out of this option. And this is what my pumpkin looks like after about 5 minutes of covering it down. At this point, you want to check to see if your pumpkin is soft as well. For the star of the show is our ground roasted jeera, and I added a teaspoon of jeera, but this will vary based on the amount of pumpkin that you have in your pot. And you want to give that a nice mix and cover it down for about 5 more minutes again. At this point, I'm going to adjust my salt and my sugar in my pumpkin talkari, give it a nice mix, making sure everything is evenly coated with that salt and sugar that we just put in there. And if you are satisfied with your pumpkin at this point, you can turn off the fire, but I still wanted to remove some of that liquid in my pumpkin, so I let it boil down for about 5 more minutes. And that's really it. However, I do like my pumpkin a little more on the wet side, so you don't have to leave this amount of water in it. And of course, I enjoyed with my sada roti. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.